9. Braeburn apples. Braeburn is a sweet tart, crisp, and juicy all-purpose modern apple. Discovered in New Zealand, this apple has a yellow background that matures to red stripes or even a rich red blush. The Braeburn apple is known for its excellent sweet yet acidic spicy complex flavor and suitability to almost any recipe. Braeburn apples are sharp, sweet, and spicy. Their complex flavor has notes of fruit and of autumn spices, making it perfect for fall dishes. These apples are just as good in pies and tarts as they are when eaten straight from the orchard. The Braeburn apple is commonly used in modern apple breeding programs due to its complex and appealing flavor and texture. It is often crossed with the Gala, another all-around favorite from New Zealand. Descendants of the Braeburn include Envy, Jazz, Sweetie, and Kanzi club apples. 10. Jazz apples. Jazz is a sweet tart, crisp, and juicy all-purpose modern club apple variety. Developed in New Zealand as a cross between Gala and Amp. Braeburn, these apples have a bright yellow and red peel. Jazz apples are one of the most widely available brand-name club apples and are known as being one of the best all-round new varieties. Jazz apples have a fruity sweetness and well-balanced refreshing acidity. These are crisp apples with fine-grained flesh. Jazz apples are juicy, and the juice has a honey-like sweetness with notes of pear. Jazz apples are delicious when eaten fresh, cooked, or baked. While the Jazz apple isn't known to be the parent apple of any other commercial varieties, it does have some famous siblings. Other Gala Braeburn cross apples include Envy, Sweetie, and Kanzi. 11. Envy apples. Envy is a sweet tart, crisp, all-purpose modern club apple variety. Developed in New Zealand, this Gala Braeburn offspring has a gorgeous deep red peel. Envy apples are known for their standout fresh flavor as one of the best-tasting apples, as well as their versatility in cooking as an all-purpose apple. Envy apples have a perfect balance of sugary sweetness and sharp acidity. Their flavor is deep and complex and they have a satisfying firm, crunchy texture. Envy apples are excellent for eating fresh, but can also be used in cooked recipes and baking. 12. Granny Smith apples. Granny Smith is a tart and firm all-purpose heirloom apple variety. Discovered in Australia over 100 years ago, they are easily recognized by the bright green peel. The Granny Smith is known as the most popular of the green apple varieties, a common apple variety for apple pie filling, and a favorite fresh eating type for sour apple lovers. Granny Smith apples are tart with a sharp acidity. They have a lemony citrus aroma and firm, crunchy texture. Granny Smith is one of the best all-purpose tart apples, as it can be eaten either fresh or cooked baked. The Granny Smith apple is not a common parent variety in modern apple breeding as customer preference tends toward sweet apples rather than sour apples. That said, Granny Smith is thought to be a parent apple of the Lady Williams apple, also Australian, making it a grandparent variety of the Pink Lady Crisp Pink Club apple. 13. Golden Delicious apples. Golden Delicious is a sweet and juicy all-purpose heirloom apple variety. Discovered in West Virginia, these apples have a distinctive golden yellow peel. Golden Delicious apples are known as widely available sweet apples that can be found in most supermarkets throughout the year. Golden Delicious apples are very sweet with just a hint of acidity when ripe. Their taste is mild overall, becoming even less acidic and sweeter in storage. Golden Delicious apples are the best tasting when picked at peak ripeness and enjoyed within a few months of being picked. Golden Delicious apples are available to buy out of season, but their flavor is not nearly as distinctive. Green-yellow freshly picked apples are best for baking, while golden-yellow ripe apples are sweeter for eating fresh. Apples picked while green and underripe generally don't have the smooth floral sweetness of tree-ripened fruits. The Golden Delicious apple is one of the most widely used apple varieties for breeding new modern apples. Offspring apples of the Golden Delicious include Gala, Mutsu Crispin, Piñata, Autumn Glory, Cameo, Dorsa Golden, Opal. 14. Johnnigold apples. Johnnigold is a sweet tart, juicy, all-purpose modern apple variety. Developed in New York State, these apples have a golden peel with a rosy red blush. The Johnny Gold apple is known for its versatility and perfectly balanced flavor. A cross between the honey-sweet golden delicious and the spicy, flavorful Jonathan apple, the Johnny Gold combines the best of both parent varieties. These juicy apples are wonderful for eating fresh, making into apple juice, or baking apple pie or crisp. The Johnny Gold apple is not widely used in breeding new apples, nor does it have sibling apples produced commercially. There are, however, quite a few natural mutations, called sports, including Jonagard. Other popular apples descended from the Jonathan apple include the Johnamac, Macintosh Cross, and Adaired, Wagoner Cross. 15. Piñata apples, a new old favorite apple. Piñata is a sweet tart, crisp, all-purpose modern club apple variety. Developed in Germany and grown in the USA by Stemmild, these apples have a bright yellow peel with vibrant orange and red stripes. Piñata apples are known as high-quality club apples that are fantastic for eating fresh and for use in gourmet cooking. Piñata apples are a perfect mixture of tart and sweet flavors. They have an almost tropical fruity twist with subtle notes of coconut and pineapple. The honey-like sweetness is well balanced with a citrusy acidity. 16. Pixie Crunch apples. Pixie Crunch is a sweet, crisp, small all-purpose modern apple. Developed in Indiana, these apples have a perfectly red peel. Pixie Crunch apples are known for being perfect for kids, as they are quite small, have thin skin, and are perfectly sweet and crispy. Pixie Crunch apples are so sweet that they're almost like candy apples. They're mainly eaten fresh and are absolutely adored by kids. You can even grow them in your backyard. 17. Empire apples. Empire is a tart, tender all-purpose modern apple variety. Developed in New York State, these apples were bred from Macintosh and Red Delicious parents, leading to soft and tart flesh inside and attractive deep red peel. These apples are known as some of the most attractive deep red tart-tasting apples. Empire apples are tart but mild. They have a wonderful crunchy firm texture when perfectly ripe. They are a good tart apple for those who prefer sweeter apples, as they are not overly sour. They're also gorgeous, which 18. Cortland apples. Cortland is a tart, tender, all-purpose heritage apple variety. Developed in New York State more than 100 years ago, these apples were bred by crossing Macintosh with the bright red Ben Davis apple. Cortlands are great for slicing as they're slow to brown and are also known as a nice apple to add to your apple pie filling mix or apple sauce. Cortland apples have a gentle tart-sweet flavor when ripe. Underripe fruit can be quite tart, while overripe apples can be soft, sweet, and mealy. Choose freshly picked fruits for the best taste and texture. 19. Mikun apples. Mikun is a tart-sweet, juicy, all-purpose heritage apple variety. Like Cortland, Mikun was developed in New York State more than 100 years ago. The Mikun is a cross between the Macintosh and the Jersey Black apple. The result is like a sweeter Mac with a darker peel. Yum! Mikun apples are very well balanced in terms of the amounts of acidity and sweetness. Flavor varies from year to year and from region to region but is generally regarded as excellent. 20. Grimes Golden apples. Grimes Golden is a true heritage apple variety from the United States. Discovered in West Virginia over 200 years ago, Grimes is excellent for fresh eating, cider, and applesauce. These small round apples are truly yellow, often with a slight bit of russeting by the stem. Grimes Golden apples are sweet and flavorful with fruity and slightly spicy notes. The flesh is fine-grained yet crunchy, making for a satisfying fresh eating experience. Look for this variety in September in southern growing areas where the flavor and peel color develops best.